Oh, you guys wanted to watch the Matty Balls reaction or the Matty Balls conspiracy thing. Let's check that out. Matty Balls. Why does it say Matty Balls? Are you going to NAM this year, guys? Who's going to NAM? Press 1 in the chat if you're going to NAM. I'm kind of like planning it out right now. I'm probably going to go for the content. It's January 25th or 7th. I can't remember. I think 25th. Yeah, I'm kind of planning it right now. I'm probably gonna bring my girlfriend if I go. She really wants to go somewhere. She's like, why don't you ever take me places? Why don't you ever take me places? Are you taking a bodyguard? Yes, my girlfriend. All right, let's check this out.
From Taylor Swift being an Illuminati clone of a Satanist to Jay-Z traveling throughout time and getting stuck in late 1800s Paris with Kanye, there are a ton of conspiracy theories revolving around.
That just sounds made up. That isn't, like, they didn't even put any fucking effort into that one.
Music. So today I have gathered 6 of the most ridiculous music conspiracy theories. But first, as we approach Christmas, I just want to say a little something to my subscribers out there. I'll put a timestamp if you want to skip this. And I know it sounds a little cheesy or whatever, but I do appreciate you guys.
I'll be honest, I want to skip this.
As supporting.
I call BS. Yeah, I call BS too. I don't think Kanye and Jay-Z were really in the 1800s. I don't know. I'm calling BS too. This is bullshit. Should I put on my Santa hat, guys? Should I put on my homeless Santa hat? I probably should because I need to get more use out of it. All right, hold on. Wait here. It's right over here. It's right over here. All right. You'll get subs. What am I getting subs for? Okay. I just want to get more use out of this. I think I either paid $2.99 or $5.99 for it. I did not get enough use out of it. Yeah. Or for one day.
On September 7th of 1996, Tupac Shakur was tragically shot and killed.
I feel like a lot of these conspiracy theories are like super disrespectful. And Tupac is still alive. I don't know. It just seems really disrespectful to be like, nah, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's still around. He just doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Actually, someone was arrested in relation to the shooting, helping us understand the case a lot more. But like with every other celebrity death, there is a conspiracy accompanied with his. And that is that he faked it and is still alive today. And thanks to a lot of the people around him and how they handled it, it's actually somewhat believable. For starters, before Tupac passed away, he was really interested in a philosopher named...
What the f***? He still have eyebrows? Yeah.
Niccolo Machiavelli. 8 weeks after Tupac passed away, the label released the album he was working on called The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory. It was released under the pseudonym Machiavelli, so he was very inspired by this philosopher. This intrigued a lot of conspiracy theorists as Machiavelli wrote a book called The Art of War, not to be confused with Sun Tzu's book, and in the book he mentioned faking your death to keep your enemies. On top of that, the album executive producer was listed as Simon rather than Suge Knight, and Simon was the first disciple who saw Jesus after he rose. Also in February of the year he died, he said on the song Ain't Hard to Find, I heard rumors I died murdered in cold blood, dramatized. Pictures of me in my final state.
Well, it's not like every person dies, you know? It's not like every single person dies and that happens to every person eventually at some point in their life. I mean, he mentioned death. That must mean he faked his death. There's no other explanation here. Also, he was living a crazy lifestyle. Like, I mean, there's no way. There's no way. You know, I think there's maybe some credibility to this.
I cried, but that was fiction. Some coward got the story twisted. In 1997, the music video for I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto, it features Tupac off camera arriving in a desert shortly after his death. On another posthumous album in 2003, there was an outro where Tupac repeatedly said, expect me like you expect Jesus to come back, I'm coming. There are plenty of other lyrics or clues scattered throughout his music posthumously and before.
What if he did actually fake his death and he purposely put all this in here to f with people? That'd be dope.
Passed away. But if Tupac were still alive today, where would he be? Well, many people believe he is hiding out in Cuba. His aunt had actually been hiding out in Cuba since 1979, so that's why most people think he's living there. For starters, there was a picture posted by a website called Reporters that featured Rihanna and Tupac together, supposedly in Cuba. However, many people do believe it's fake.
The lighting doesn't look right. Something about this lighting doesn't look real.
Supposedly in Cuba, however, many people do believe it's fake. There was another website called Holla Back that posted a video with some guy claiming he was just with Tupac in his studio, and then
well, yeah, I mean, this is a high quality video. This is definitive proof, I think.
Camera pans to a bunch of guys in the parking lot with one dude who does look a bit like Tupac.
Yeah, that's him for sure. That is 100% him. Yeah, that's definitive proof. Like, just take a screenshot of that. That is definitely him.
To turn the camera off. There was even a video where Suge Knight was seen talking to some guy, apparently in Cuba, and from the back, the guy does kind of look like Pac.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's always someone out there in the world that looks like somebody else.
There was even a video where Suge...
that doesn't look like him, dude. That doesn't look like him. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Knight was seen talking to some guy, apparently in Cuba, and from the back, the guy does kind of look like Pac. In 2018,
I feel like he kind of does a little bit. Like he doesn't at all right here, but then like a little bit, like right there when you see the mustache a little bit, it kind of does.
From the back, the guy does kind of look like Pac. In 2018, Michael
know.
Nice, Tupac's previous bodyguard, faked his death. He came back after faking his death to prove he had the abilities to do so, then claimed he helped Tupac fake his death. He claimed that Tupac had been smuggled into Cuba with the help of Fidel Castro. Suge Knight was also another person.
Come on, dude.
Tupac discussed faking his death before he died, and even straight up said one time in an interview that Tupac was still alive. In 2019, Suge Knight's son made a bunch of Instagram posts claiming that Tupac was not just alive, but also in the studio making new music.
So in January,
when was this?
You posted
Wait, how long ago was that?
Instagram post claiming that Tupac discussed faking his death before he died.
Hey,
He even straight up said one time in an interview that Tupac was still alive. In 2019, Suge Knight's son made a bunch of Instagram posts claiming that Tupac
So how long is he gonna be working on new music for?
was not just alive, but also in the studio making new music.
So
Dude, imagine he drops like a fucking like cloud rap or like just straight up like auto-tune album. Oh man.
January,
But imagine it's actually fire. That'd be crazy.
posted a couple Instagram things that sort of implied that Tupac was
alive
and in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And also, I think you said some things maybe last year as well. And
I don't know. I feel like this is so disrespectful.
of course, that a lot. I'm curious. What was that?
I already know. Trust me.
I mean, maybe I'm the one being disrespectful. Maybe he is really alive, but I feel like I don't know, guys. Are you buying it? Are you guys buying it? Are you guys buying that Tupac faked his death? I just don't. I don't see it.
When I said it,
I feel like if somebody faked their death, like it would kind of at some point people would figure it out and find it. I don't think you could get away with it for this long.
the whole world stopped moving. Like everybody's like, what's going on? Like I went and got 200,000 followers within 2 days.
Although it is very likely he was doing this as a publicity stunt for the show he is starring in. There was also an interview where fellow rapper and friend of Tupac, Trish, says Tupac was still alive and he saw him in Cuba.
Tupac still alive.
There are also a ton of pictures of supposed.
That is the worst fucking picture I've ever seen. That could be anyone. Why would he fake it? I don't know, man. I don't really get it. I don't get a lot of these conspiracy theories. Like there's like no reason for most of them. You know what I mean? There's no like logical reason to explain a lot of these.
Tupac sightings, although I don't think we can be sure whether or not they're fake. On top of all of that, there have also been instances where other artists like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem reference Pac moving to
Like,
Cuba.
bro, I could Photoshop something more realistic looking than this right here. You know, that's not like that could be anyone, and it's like so fucking blurry.
Is where other artists like Kendrick Lamar and Eminem reference Pac moving to Cuba. There's a lot more to this theory with the Machiavelli Project, the coroner report, Tupac having a body double, and many more things, but unfortunately I don't have time.
Schizophrenia. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this
Video.
stuff,
There's even
a lot of these like conspiracy theories are just like undiagnosed like mental illness, but I feel like this one is a little bit like just people saying the same thing over and over. But like some of like the really crazy ones are like mental illness. This one, Jay-Z is a time traveler. Like, bro, I don't know. Some of these just seem kind of funny. Jay-Z is a time traveler. Seriously? Gucci Mane was cloned. That's a funny one too.
a guy who's making a movie claiming Tupac is hiding out in New Mexico rather than Cuba and is living on Navajo land since the authorities can't go there. But I do want to point out that there are other possible reasons that people like Suge Knight would keep promoting these theories, and that is to help sell records. Since Tupac has passed away, 6 posthumous albums have been released, so they definitely could have used this conspiracy to help boost sales, which I also think is a much more likely scenario.
I don't know, man. That is a lot of posthumous albums. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of posthumous albums for a guy who's dead. I don't know. Maybe there's something to this. What was that crazy channel Weaver found? I can't remember it, bro. That channel was crazy, though. What was it called? It was like something... Wait, hold on. I think I'll find it if I look up Gucci Mane clone. That's kind of how I found it. Gucci Mane clone. Bro, where is it? Conscious77. Dude, this guy's got to be a troll, dude. There's no way this guy's not a troll. Zac Efron admits he was created in a lab with Miley Cyrus. Let's see. Mark Zuckerberg created AI clones of Snoop Dogg, Kendall Jenner, Mr. Beast. Dude. Quavo admits he is Tupac after getting exposed. This is the craziest channel, man. Like, this guy's got to be trolling, man. There's no fucking way. Either he's schizophrenic or he's trolling. It's so hard to tell because he, like, kind of just, like, he seems super serious. I don't know if I should play his shit again. We did go over this one time. There's a video on the second channel talking about it. Who believes this shit? it makes you lose a lot of faith in the world. I really think this guy's just trolling. Like, it's just like a troll that somebody's like taken to like the extreme, to the point where they've gotten like 100,000 subscribers doing it. Part of the reason why I think this guy's serious though is he has a Patreon where he uploads videos like this too, and he has a second channel where he uploads videos like this too. Like, it's like a lot of effort for a troll.
So like awestruck by her presence.
This is one that I've seen
Taylor Swift is Zena Levy. I don't know who that is. Or LeVay. Is it Zena LeVay?
popping up a lot lately, and it's that Taylor Swift is a clone of the Satanist slash musician Zena LeVay. So Zena LeVay,
Like, have we even, like, I don't even know if they've actually cloned people without it being like horribly like fucked up. Like, do they just think like people have mastered cloning and they're keeping it a secret from us?
the daughter of the two founders of the Church of Satan. In 1985, she became the high priestess of the Church of Satan, and for 5 years was the spokesperson.
What the hell, dude? This picture looks so goofy.
Apparently, she quit the Satanic Church in 1990, a year after Taylor Swift was born. But like I said, she quit the Satanic Church and apparently started practicing Buddhism and SLM. I'm not really sure what SLM is, but a lot of theorists tend to leave this part out. Anyways, the main draw to this theory
What the hell, dude? I mean, there's like 7 billion people on the planet, man. Like, you can't tell me there's people that look similar to other people. I'm almost positive you can find a person that looks nearly identical to me out there. I don't know, that's what I believe. Exact match, yeah. Whoa, dude.
is how similar the two look.
I mean, the noses are not even really the same. I mean, but you could change that, obviously. God, I hate that I'm like even entertaining this.
Which sure, they do look very similar, and Taylor has also been accused of having a very cult-like fan base. Then I saw a video of some guy talking about how one of her
I don't know if this guy looks an awful lot like Russ. I don't know. You know, it's all making sense now. This guy's Russ. That girl is Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's making a lot of sense to me now.
concerts seem very satanic or cult-like.
Swift, that's the former high priestess of the Church of Satan. Because it's not like this is a coven of witches, right? Choosy lyrics.
It's always funny when like conspiracy theorists like do this shit where they're like providing you proof and they're acting like they're like mic dropping on you, and it's just like, dude, this sounds what you're saying sounds so insane right now. Imagine two random blonde chicks kind of look alike. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's Dom Sigelis. You know what? You might be right. We don't have proof that it's not him. So I don't know. I think we're opening up some more theories here. I love this shit. I love this music conspiracy shit.
That doesn't look like a summoning ritual. Just speculation, right? And then someone posted this.
That looks like a play, dude. Is it just me, or does this look like some sort of play or something? Like they're on a stage. Like, do you think they have satanic rituals on a stage? Am I crazy? That looks like a stage, right? Or like a possible auditorium.
Just speculation, right? And then someone posted this online.
Summon the demons!
Someone else was thinking this.
What the dude? That literally sounds like somebody overdubbed "Summon the demons." Like that. It sounds like way too close. What the fuck, dude? Wait, hold on. That's fucking hilarious. This guy's got to be trolling too.
Right? And then someone posted this online.
Summon the demons!
That sounds like a dialogue from a video game. Oh my god, that sounds like somebody overdubbed dialogue from a video game. Summon the demons!
Someone else was thinking the same
The
thing.
worst part is she commented twice and she says, "Is this the new 1, 2, 3, let's go B?" So she's saying, is summon the demons the new crowd chant that they say when she does this witchcraft ritual?
There was also some evidence in the Bad Blood video where she dies and has her body reconstructed, or
Can you call this evidence? Like, evidence is doing a lot of work here, man.
in the Ready For It video where there are
Like, I feel like we're redefining the word evidence here by even using that in this scenario. Summon the demons! Dude, that is the funniest shit.
Taylors, a light one and a dark one. And another big reason that this could be true is because of how much snake imagery Taylor Swift uses.
God.
But it actually all started from multiple beefs with people like Kim Kardashian or Calvin Harris that resulted in people using the snake emoji in reference to Taylor. Then Taylor started using this imagery herself. In the Ready For It video, there is even a sign that says Year of the Snake. But why do people think this is evidence?
Oh my
Well,
god, dude. You're the snake. Snakes are demonic. Oh my god, dude. Oh, whoa. It's all coming together right now, man.
In the Bible, Satan was first depicted as a serpent or a snake, and that is often associated with Satanist imagery. Somehow, though, this goes even deeper. Apparently, if you translate Zena Taylor Bad Blood in Hebrew, it says identical twins and has a numeric value of 1330, and 33 is also...
Yes, dude, I love this where they're like, okay, 33, you divide that by 2, that's 16 and a half. 16 and a half is the number of Satan.
associated with the Illuminati, although I'm not sure
If you divide it by 2 for no reason, we're just adding 2 in there for no reason.
true any of that is. That's just kind of what the theorists say. And also because Zena's dad founded the Church of Satan and Taylor's dad worked at an investment company and owned a Christmas tree farm, I guess that's some sort of evidence.
How is that evidence, man? What? That's like, what is the connection there? Like, they're just throwing shit at a wall there. Like, what?
Maybe I'm missing something here with this theory, but I just don't quite get it. To me, it just seems like another clone theory with a lack of evidence. I've covered some much more realistic theories before, but this one I can't quite get behind.
Who we are and how do you maintain the sense of self?
Dude, this one, I'm excited about this one. Jay-Z is a time traveler. Like, this is the whole route. This one is probably someone photoshopping something like years ago. And then people are like, explain this then. And they're like, I can't explain that. I can't explain that. Why is he in this picture?
Pushing it forward.
I had to throw this one in here just for fun. So 2013, a
This is a really good Photoshop. This is just a really good Photoshop.
picture came out of a man in 1939 who had a strong resemblance to Jay-Z. The outfit, pose, his facial expression all resembled the iconic rapper.
The
The
facial expression.
picture was also taken in New York, and guess
Jay-Z typically doesn't look happy. This guy typically doesn't look happy. It's him. It's him.
where Jay-Z's from? New York. However, that was about it for the theory,
Oh my god, dude.
and it had no other supporting evidence. But it was an
I don't know, man. If we're being real here, if we're gonna be like actually insane here, the head does look bigger. You know, honestly, I can really just see the Photoshop on this. The head looks a lot bigger. Like, it looks like he's wearing a mask of himself here. This is Cap.
but it was enough.
Wait, guys, I got it. Maybe he's wearing a Jay-Z mask to hide his true identity. Holy shit.
When this theory gets somewhat interesting. One commenter pointed out how he has a song called Young Forever, which could tie into the immortal serum
God.
from the Illuminati. Then people began looking more into that one song about those guys who were in Paris. And one
Dude, all you have to do as a musician is just make some sort of title or like lyrical reference to you dying or like something forever, and then you will somehow get tied into some sort of conspiracy theory. Like, there's no room for being metaphorical. People are just gonna be like, oh shit. Dude, he said forever. Dude, look at this. This looks like him in 1939. So, dude, he was letting us know. He was letting us know through the lyrics. He couldn't keep it a secret. Like, the funniest thing about that, too, is like, if that were the case, why would you leak that through a lyric or a song title or something? Wouldn't you want to, like, not do that? You know, wouldn't that be the first thing you avoid if you're trying to keep it a secret?
commenter said that the song is about him and possibly Kanye getting stuck in late 1800s Europe, him being a time criminal and the broken time machine. They think
That just sounds like a dope-ass idea for a song or a movie or something.
this because of lines like, got a broke clock, mother want to find me, we ain't even supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be locked.
We ain't even supposed to be here.
2, you escaped what I escaped, you'd be in Paris getting fucked up too. So because of these lines, people think that Jay-Z was some sort of time criminal who was stuck in Paris and
Dude, being a time criminal sounds fucking badass. That is the coolest thing to come out of this so far.
down, but he
Dude, time cops and time criminals.
escaped. That's about all there is to this theory. It's a bit more of a gimmick theory, but I had to put it in here because it is pretty funny.
He was walking towards the vestibule. Chapman stepped between him and Yoko and shot him.
On December 8th of 1980,
Guys, I actually believe this one.
John Lennon was shot and killed by Mark David Chapman, a jealous Beatles fan. But some people believe that John Lennon was actually killed by Stephen King, the famous horror author.
Nah, it was really Yoko Ono.
So let's look into the evidence. This theory was actually mostly started by one man, Steve Lightfoot, who has been supporting this theory for a long time. He actually sells a 24-page booklet, and I thought it would be an ebook, so I bought it. But apparently it's just on its way to my house, so I won't have it in time for this video. But here's his thesis.
That's hilarious.
The story about Mark Chapman is a cover-up. Bold print government cryptographic codes that include the killer's face and true identity, the killer's alleged name and letter to the editor printed before the murder, and Richard Nixon's book, The Real War, in back issues of Time, Newsweek, and U.S. News and World Report magazines printed before, during, and after the night of December 8th, 1980, prove that Richard
King was doing a lot of coke. I could see it. Sounds like a better film than half the stuff coming out lately. Well, especially the whole time cop, time criminal thing. That That sounds awesome.
Nixon and Ronald Reagan arranged for the author Stephen King, then barely famous, to assassinate John Lennon. That King's writings draw dramatically from the crime and that he taunts us all in his interviews and comments only makes this the story of a lifetime. Other than that being a very long run-on sentence, he basically thinks that Reagan and Nixon wanted Lennon dead because he was anti-war, so they hired Stephen King to do it.
So he believes in this theory, but he doesn't believe in like proper sentence structure.
One of the pieces of evidence available on the website is
it's definitely mental. I would say for a lot of this stuff, it's either like somebody trolling, or it's like a Photoshop that's just getting taken out of context, or it's like mental illness. It's like pretty much those are the only answers.
That the two looked similar at the time, and he claims the picture of Chapman getting an autograph from John Lennon is actually Stephen King. There is also apparently a bunch of...
Is that chat? Is that the same guy there? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people were wearing those glasses back then.
The fact that the two looked similar at the time.
I don't know. That's looking pretty similar to me.
And he claims the picture of Chapman getting an autograph from John Lennon is actually Stephen King. There is also apparently a bunch...
Stephen King has got some goofy teeth, man. Like, or at least in this picture, dude, they're doing him real dirty with this picture. Like, they're doing him real dirty here.
Stephen King. There is also apparently a bunch of codes in the headlines, which Steve was able to decipher when reading all the press that came out around the time that John Lennon died. There's headlines that say things like poet of pity and anger, caught in the crossfire, who's in, who's out, the right to bear arms, and many more. But unfortunately, I haven't seen his real cold hard evidence yet because the booklet hasn't arrived. But if it does arrive in time, I'll update you guys right now.
Yeah, the book didn't come. I think I got scammed.
And
that's amazing. Oh, that's like the kicker of all here.
Remember when I said he's been doing this for a long time? Well, he started in 1982, as he says on his blog, and 2 years ago,
Dude, the book not showing up is the funniest part.
Redditor posted a picture of him or someone else driving around a van with his website, LennonMurderedTruth.com, on it, along with things like jail Stephen
Maybe that's
King
the conspiracy.
Now. Someone responded to the post saying he went to a Stephen King autograph session in the early 90s and saw this guy standing outside with a board of...
I just took a it looked an awful lot like a pyramid. I think it's a sign.
Evidence and proof. And I gotta say, I respect his dedication and his hustle. It seems like he's made his whole life about this theory, which is truly commendable, so shout out to Steve. But he isn't actually the only person supporting this theory. An author and TV producer named David Whelan did an interview with Daily Mail and claimed to have proof of this theory as well. I'm not sure if he's in cahoots with Lightfoot, but these are the only two people I've really seen promoting this theory. Anyway, in the interview, he showed off Mark Chapman's hit list, the autopsy, and more. He claimed that John was shot in the chest from the front, despite prosecutors saying he was shot in the back. He thinks that Mark Chapman was just the fall guy, so when the police arrived and saw Lennon dead and Chapman with a gun, it was just a closed case. But Whelan claims that there was another shooter. In the Daily Mail, he actually had interviews with foreigners.
You're turning this into JFK, dude.
And if they're real, this theory may actually have some truth to it.
4 times in his upper chest.
The explanation is the magic bullets, guys. There are magic bullets. There's a second shooter. Or magic bullets.
Front.
There's like a rugby scrum, several nurses, an anesthetist that's putting a tube in his throat for us to breathe for him. People cutting off his clothes. I always thought he was shot in the front, shot 4 times with 3 exit wounds in the back.
I have to maintain that he was shot in the chest. I can't change what I said I knew to be true.
Yet retired NYPD lead detective Ron Hoffman, in another phone interview,
The vestibule. Chapman stepped between him and Yoko and shot him.
Okay, I love this one here.
In 2014, Gucci Mane was sentenced to prison for 2 years, and when he went in, he was fat. 2 years later, in 2016, he came out of jail looking nice and slim, losing around...
It's almost like he wasn't able to get access to all the foods he normally wanted to eat, or maybe he was working out or something. I don't know. That makes too much sense. Like, it can't be the obvious answer.
100 pounds in prison. And while most people, like myself, thought this was cool and inspirational, some people began to think that he was cloned. He posted one video in particular that got the attention of the theorists.
Back, I used to be a fat, but people who ain't in shape, people who ain't healthy.
Don't walk on the carpet, then.
Okay.
There's a cameraman just like zooming in on his crotch there. What was that?
People need some inspiration because listen, I was 290 pounds. Now I'm 190 pounds. I lost 100 pounds.
You 190 or
I'm 190 right now. Look at this. I said I'm 190. So check this out. You can do it. If I can do it, use me for inspiration.
Comments on this video read, "It's no way that's the real Gucci, and it seems like she is his handler." He tried his
Oh my god, dude.
hardest to say Maine like he really from the South. His ass sounded like he from the
So
North.
like if you get cloned, do you just have a handler? Is that how it works?
Pole, get that damn clone the f out of here. That's a pretty funny comment. Aside from how he talked, people were pointing out how it didn't look like he still had his face tattoo of the ice cream cone, which I have to say isn't true because the tattoo is just a little faded. There was also one false quote from Boozy floating around where he said he thinks the new Gucci is a clone. The fake quote reads, "I rock with Gucci the long way, but that ain't the real Gucci. We both sitting in the studio and he seemed lost after his show. At the mansion he called me Herman. You know they can do that crazy clone shit these days. You look at Gucci
No, we don't know that, man.
and tell me that's Gucci and I'll pay your child support and your baby mama rent." But
That's Gucci. All right, let him know, dude. Boozy is crazy, man. He's wild lately.
this quote never actually existed and was just posted on a satirical website called Thing You Think. So the main supporting evidence for
I mean, honestly, that sounds like something he would say. So I'm not.
this theory is that he talks different, acts different, and looks different, but there is a little more. On the song Champions with Kanye, he said, "Now that Gucci home, it's over for you Gucci clones." I'm not sure how you can hear that and think that that means he's saying he's a clone, but people did. This crazy discourse even prompted Gucci.
It's almost like they're talking about people copying his style or something. I don't know. Maybe. No, that's too simple.
to say on Snapchat that he neither supported or denied the allegations that he was a clone.
I'm hearing that Gucci is a clone. I wouldn't either support or deny those accusations.
But
God damn it, Gucci, you need to put an end to this, dude. Stop. No, don't play into this. Don't play into this.
Seems like Gucci Mane thought the whole thing was funny as he hashtag Gucci clone on his Instagram, and a month later released a music video that had scenes with multiple Gucci Manes.
Oh my god, dude. No, dude. No, don't do that. As funny as it is and like a good marketing gimmick. Oh, dude, like you're just reinforcing this fucking dumbass theory for them.
Or Gucci men, I guess. The craziest thing about this whole thing is that the CIA, the real Central Intelligence Agency, responded to BuzzFeed when they asked them about this. They said, "Internet rumors are not news and the Office of Public Affairs will not waste time on them." Despite
Dude, oh my god, and I bet you like the conspiracy theorists, they hear this explanation from the CIA and they're like, oh, look at that. They didn't confirm or deny it.
highly publicized claims, human cloning still appears to be fiction. There currently is no solid scientific evidence that anyone has cloned human embryos. It's just so nuts to me that this thing got so big that the CIA felt the need to respond. I think it's much more likely that Gucci just decided to clean up his act and get his life together while in jail, eating better.
Yeah, no shit.
Getting off drugs, and overall just trying to get things straight.
I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
Bob Marley was killed by the CIA. I feel like some CIA conspiracy theories are probably like there might be something there. I'm not sure about this one. I haven't heard about this one.
On May 11th of 1981, at the age of 36, Bob Marley,
because the CIA does some shady shit. For sure.
Sadly passed away due to melanoma. However, due to a shooting a handful of years prior, many believe that his cancer was somehow caused by the CIA or a cover-up of them killing him. It sounds really strange.
Okay, never mind. This is really dumb.
And the story has a lot of politics behind it, so I'll try to sum it up as best as possible. To put it simply, there was a big political conflict in Jamaica between the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, which was pro-US, which had Jamaican citizens concerned that the United States was going to have power over that party. The conflict even got violent. So it was a pretty strenuous and dangerous time. As an election was coming up between the two parties, the People's National Party planned something called the Smile Jamaica concert in an attempt to diffuse tension. Bob Marley was one of the people who was requested to play at this concert, and he agreed, but didn't want people to think he was favoring one party over another. Bob Marley was known for being politically neutral and promoting love and peace, so this definitely seemed like something he would want to do. Supposedly though, there were banners being put up around Jamaica identifying Marley with the PNP, which along with him working for the PNP for the Smile Jamaica concert resulted in a gunman entering Bob Marley's home 2 days before the festival. Him, his wife, and manager were all shot, but thankfully everyone was able to make a full recovery. Most people figured that this attempt was politically motivated, and some people speculate that the CIA was actually behind it, since many thought that the concert was more of a support rally for the PNP. Now I do think it is possible that the CIA could have been behind this shooting. We even learned that the CIA did keep tabs on him which are still classified, but I doubt doubt they were behind what would later happen. Marley performed at Smile Jamaica anyway, performing for over 80,000 people, and then he later relocated to England. A year after the attempt at his life, he was diagnosed with melanoma under his right big toe. This is where the theory gets a little wonky, as some believe that the CIA somehow gave him cancer, or maybe put some needle or something in his shoe, so when he put the shoe on, he got cancer. This theory was further pushed when an article came out on a website called yournewswire.com, in which they made some crazy claims. They said that a retired CIA officer,
like, why would you do that? Like, you could just poison someone.
Bill Oxley, admitted to
it would work faster.
17 assassinations for the US government, including Bob Marley. The alleged quote says, he was succeeding in creating a revolution that used music as a more powerful tool than bullets and bombs. Bob Marley in 1976 was a very serious threat to the global status quo and to hidden power brokers implementing their plans for a new world order. However, there is actually no proof that any of this is real, and there aren't even any other sources citing that Bill Oxley was a real person. So while I think the shooting maybe could have had something to do with the CIA, I don't think they had anything to do with his passing away due to cancer. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the third and final part in this series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday.
Yeah, CIA has done some insane I don't know if they shot Bob Marley and gave him cancer, though. That's pretty insane.
Matty Balls, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it.
I'll drop a like. Yeah, this was most insane music conspiracy theories from Matty Balls. Pretty good stuff.
Deranged Incorporated.